Hell, I screwed it all up. I started on the wrong side. Hello and welcome to Flippin Through, the internet's #1 Mad Magazine news, review, and interview channel. And today we're flipping through a Mad Magazine number 82, released October 1963. Cover price, 25 cents, which is indeed cheap. And look at this beautiful cover. This beautiful Norman Mingo cover with, of course, Fidel Castro. But let's not get into that quite yet. I have a few things that I want to talk about. Make sure you hit like and subscribe on this video. Leave a comment down below, even if it's like, what up, dog? If you have any suggestions for future videos, you can let me know in the comments too. But if you want to support me in a different way, aside from subscribing and clicking like and leaving a comment, which you should do first. But if you want to support me on Patreon, patreon.com/flippinthrough, that link is down below in the video description. Please, you can check that out. You can give me a little bit of money, and that helps me do things like improve the camera. Or the next thing, I think the next thing is going to be lights or a little zoomer thing that I can use down here so I don't have to reach up like a goofball every single time. But I can only do that with your support, and I so much appreciate the support from these fine folks: David Strickler, Megan McInerney, Shane Buckley, Bobby Weigel, Cam Hayden, Ed Meisinger, Doug Guilford, Rob Wilson, Rod Mead, Sperry, Andrew Goldfarb, Casey Ori, and Kyle Bridget. Thank you guys so much for the support, and I hope I can keep on earning it. Now with that, let's get back. Oh, I goofed it up. It's going to do it. Yeah. All right. I always forget to hit it a second time. Anyway, here's the beautiful Norman Mingo cover with Fidel Castro. Why did I choose this one? I don't know. It's not like the anniversary of the Bay of Pigs or anything. It's like October, right? When was the Bay of Pigs? Anyway, I chose this because, I recently rediscovered the joy of a nice cigar. And I saw this and I thought, man, I wish I had a cigar right now, but I have to record this video. This is also one of those wonderful visual gags, I don't know where it first came out. It's probably like some vaudeville thing with like a cigar that you light and then it explodes and then the person's face turns all black with soot. And so you have Fidel Castro, communist revolutionary in Cuba, who's known for smoking cigars because Cuba is known for cigars. And we have Alfred E. Newman plugging his ears in that cigar band. And I don't know, how can you not like this? And this is actually like a very nice portrait of Fidel Castro. Know who it looks like? It kind of looks like that Prime Minister from Canada. You'll get a bang out of this issue of MAD. Now you guys might, I hope you have realized by now that I'm going, with each, I guess, decade, or not decade, century of MAD, right? So like the first issues 1 through 100, 1 through 99, then 100 through 199, 200, and just so I can break it apart and get a nice rotation going. And I'm back into the pre-100s, and it's a pretty awesome time period for MAD. I mean, all MAD magazines have great moments and areas of brilliance. But like this time period, 1960s and into the 70s, of really, it's just possibly the golden era. I don't know. As far as the magazine goes, does this head look blurry to you? It should look blurry to you, and mainly because it is blurred. We photographed it out of focus on purpose, and we're printing it exactly like this in millions of magazines all over the country. This is probably much funnier if you know the ad that they're parodying. Here we have the vital features. Whoop, wrong way. Yeah, maybe I do need that little zoomer thing before I get new lights. Oh, what is this? Talking ads. This is just like a picture of bread. I can't guess this. Bob Clark. Mort Drucker, the Nertzes. Report on progress. MAD. Oh, who is this? Shoot. See, all these guys are it's really hard to figure out. I mean, this is Dave Berg. I know that because of the lines. But it's like these ones where it is. This one actually might be Bob Clark. This is, we'll say, Wallace Wood. Wait, no. Because this is Wallace Wood right here. Oh, geez. Who is this? George Woodbridge? I don't know. This is going to be quite difficult. There are magazines about the personal lives of movie stars, comics, but I think it might be Wallace Wood again. And then the second one, I don't know if our guy was doing it. So this might be another Mort Drucker. We'll find out. Nobody ever comments on my predictions, and that's fine, right? You guys don't have to. But I'm curious if other people are making the predictions and if you guys are more correct than I am. Here is, wait a second, did I do this one before? All right, so I went and checked. This is so bizarre because I swear that I've been through this one before, but maybe I did and I never posted it because I know I've seen this. And I'm almost certain that I recorded this. So this right here, about face. All the kids at Jamaica High School love MAD. There's one request we would like to make. In issue 80, in July, on the back cover, you had an ad for Lady Clinic Plastic Surgeons. In the top 3 pictures, there's a back view of a real girl. Could you please let us see her face? And so they're talking about this, which, of course, we wind up with the visage of Frank Jacobs. But it's, they answer, and they say, here she is. Her name's Kathy Combs. Incidentally, if you're interested, the ugly front view belongs to MAD writer Frank Jacobs. I looked through, and I could not find the video where I did this, but I know for a fact that I went through this. And I'm feeling frustrated. So if you're watching and you're feeling like deja vu, I too am feeling that. And I hope you're not disappointed. But if I did this is probably very early on in my channel, and I have learned a whole lot about MAD Magazine and about MAD Magazine since I started the channel. So if nothing else, perhaps I have new things to talk about as I flip through this. Future talking ads. This is very interesting because they actually reference the real ad. Recognize the advertisement on the left? It's the original talking ad run by Wolf Schmidt Vodka last year. Ever since we saw it, we've been worried sick about it, mainly because knowing how creative and original Madison Avenue is, we were sure that other advertisers would soon be hopping on the bandwagon. After all, if vodka bottles and tomatoes can talk, there's no reason why toothpaste tubes, cigarette packs, and wash day detergents couldn't do likewise. And before long, we'd be seeing a whole rash of these future talking ads. Writer Frank Jacobs, photographs by Lester Krause. Oh, sorry, this damn vest is brushing against the microphone. I didn't mean to do it. It was an accident, I tell you. You inhuman fiend. Now see what I've done. What you've done with your cutting up. Oh, my poor baby. Will I ever be right again, Mama? Sure you will, son. Scotch tape will have you patched up in no time. Oh, my goodness. Oh, I was wrong. This is a photograph. This is not a picture. You stand accused of not spreading easily and selling for 70 cents. You got me confused with that high-priced spread. I'm Imperial Margarine. I'm better in so many ways. Your Honor, this is obviously a case of mistaken identity. I can produce witnesses to prove my client spreads easily and is thrifty to buy. I'll vouch for him. So will I. Case dismissed. Know what I don't like about this is it's almost like some of these kind of serve as ads because they're using real products. Know what I'm saying? Lucky Strike cigarettes, man, that takes me back. We used to get those in the Navy. The Nertzes. This is one of those, and I know I did this one. I know I did it. But I'm going to continue anyway because I couldn't find any evidence of it on my channel. And yeah, because you know what? Tom Smith was the one who told me about this. This is one of those shows that existed like one season. And Mad Magazine had to decide. They had to say like, well, let's see, is there, we have all of these different programs that we can make fun of, that we can mock and belittle and all of that. We got to choose one. And they chose a stinker. They chose one that didn't make it past like 1 or 2 seasons. So yeah, this is, I swear to, I don't know what happened to it, but since there's no evidence of it on my channel, I got to go through it again because I got to get all of them. I have to document every single one. This one's really cool though because of a few things. One is that the cool stuff that they use for like the duotone and duo shade, you can see that it's painted in different spots. Like this one is just huge, but you can see it right there, kind of the little brushy strokes. The other thing is there's a lot of really cool chicken fat, like this guy crawling on the floor, this man reacting to the face of his baby. This man, look, fella, we were lucky to pull you through. And, I mean, this is kind of amusing chicken fat because they're talking in the background. But yeah, I think that's, it's pretty fun. And that's, I don't know, I feel like to that extent you didn't, like, look at this. You don't get that in later Mort Drucker, do you? He does chicken fat, but it's not like this. Visiting hours are over. Yeah, just like all of these like little things interspersed throughout it. It's really great. Look at that. And these like sillier, wait, who is that? That looks like a character I've seen before. Did you ever see a hospital that couldn't afford electricity? You're a nut. I don't even get that joke. It's just a rude woman working in the hospital. But yeah, this is like one of the greatest. I really like this era of Mort Drucker. You know, as he went on, he perfected his the movie parodies, right? And like how to get them done, how to make them look good, and capturing the scenes. But I mean, at this point, it's like visually, for me, he may have peaked, maybe in the middle of peaking. He might currently be peaking right now. All right, Mad's report on progress. Bob Clark, yes, got it. Look at this. All right, hold on. Review. Talking ads, wrong. The Nertzes, right. Report on progress, right. I'm a genius. More people need to recognize that. Here's a typical old-fashioned wood pencil. It wasn't very versatile and could only be depended on to write and erase. A man put his ingenious mind to work in an effort to improve the pencil, and today we have the miracle known as liquid lead. Unlike its predecessor, this versatile liquid lead pencil not only writes, it skips, leaks, jams, and runs dry. Are they talking about a ballpoint pen? What the hell is liquid lead? That's actually concerning. I feel like that's probably dangerous. It sounds like probably a mercury pencil. That's probably what it was. Knowing the 1960s, they're probably like, there's a mercury pencil. An old alarm clock was ugly and had to be wound, ticked loudly, rang harshly, blasted awake. Sleeper did not feel rested. Oh, blasted awake sleeper did not feel rested. Modern electric clock radio is sleek and trim. No ticking bothers sleeper. When it's time to get up, gentle, soothing music plays. Sleeper wakes up rested, mainly because that soothing music puts him back to sleep for an extra 7 hours. You gotta zoom in. What are you doing, bro? Gotta zoom in on some Bob Clark art. One thing that I love so much about Bob Clark is these, like the pen strokes and just how fluid it looks. Like the way he captures clothing. Look at this lady. Look at the way her hair is blowing in the wind. That's just beautiful how it is. And it's just, he's amazing. He might be Paul Coker Jr. is my favorite MAD artist. Bob Clark is quickly, I think he's going to overcome him, I must say, because it's wonderful. Look at this. Electric fan of yesterday, even though electrified, could only circulate hot air and gave no relief to hay fever. The modern air conditioner actually cools hot air. Well, technically, doesn't it remove the heat? That's actually what's happening. It's not cooling the air. It's removing the heat. The Freon absorbs the heat from the air. That's a fact, guys. Oh, no, that's refrigeration. Isn't it the same thing, though? Then circulates it. In addition, it also dehumidifies and even filters the air. It stops hay fever. Starts pneumonia. Oh, I could just go through this panel by panel, but I am not. I'm sorry. Here is the masterpiece. By Don Martin. Whoa. Know what? Do you notice what's interesting about this? There are no sound effects. No sound effects that our guy Don Martin is so well known for. Oh, look at it. And there's who's the guy that Cleopatra got with? Mark Antony? Not Mark Anthony. That's who J-Lo got with. I do really like this, I must say. Here we have Comic Land. And who did this? Wallace Wood. 3 for 4 predicted correctly. I'm Unstoppable. Writers Frank Jacobs and E. Nelson Bridwell. Yeah, Wallace Wood was so good at imitating the others' art styles. And look at this. Daisy May. Was that Gasoline Alley? I mean, it's just, it's fascinating. He's a really great artist. He's a great artist. I recognize he's a great artist partially because I enjoy his artwork, but also because I've been told he's a great artist. And he's like widely respected and admired among other artists. But he's somebody that I don't know that much about. And that's like, that is a gap in my knowledge that I would very much like to, fill. I would like to learn more about Wally Wood because he is an interesting character. Here's the lighter side of parents of little kids. This is back when they actually had a theme. They did eventually kind of give that up, didn't they? Here we go. Yeah, this page is ripped out. Oh no, this other one's ripping too. Jeez Louise. What if Hollywood were to follow the trend toward long and pretentious titles for TV dramas? The plumed ornithological creatures who, by some enigmatic quirk of nature, have forsaken their kinship to man and, at a certain time, in a certain phantasmagoric darkness, transformed themselves into foul-feathered finks, is coming. What are they making fun of? Oh, here we go. Of roses and nightingales and other lovely things, in the name of love and small corruption. I don't belong in a white-painted house. I try to keep alive until next Tuesday. All right, just super long titles. That's all. On a Saturday afternoon. Again, no sound effects. It's just so weird seeing these. Or not seeing these. It's my 3-year-old kid. All he wants to do is play piggyback. Piggyback, Dada, piggyback. I tell you, I can't stand it no longer. That guy ought to be ashamed of himself. Imagine a grown man refusing to play piggyback with his own 3-year-old son. Piggyback, Dada, piggyback. Here we have the trend towards swimming pools as a new status symbol. Again, Bob Clark. This isn't like this one, a more painterly style of Bob Clark. Maintaining, oh, look at, oh, is that, wait, did I predict this correctly? Did I say it was going to be Bob Clark? That's the man. Oh, shoot, I can't remember. Let me review. I think I'm going to take credit for it. Oh, jeez. I think I may have said 2 Bob Clarks and... No, I said 2 Wallace Woods and 2... What do you call it? I think I said that was Woodbridge. I don't get it. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 for 6. Not great. Not great at all. Psychoanalysis by mail. This is somebody, artist Joe Orlando. Joe Orlando, I felt, never did as good of art in MAD as he did by in the EC Comics. I haven't seen a ton of the EC Comics stuff. I'm not like a master of that stuff like you guys are. But from what I've seen, it's just he never reached the same level as he did in the comic work. And I mean, maybe it was just, I don't know. Did people like that? Did people like comic work? I know like now people go to school to be comic book artists. That wasn't really the thing, right? Like most of the people at this time, even in the 60s, they were like, this is my job. This is just a job. Here we have lovely Basil Wolverton stuff. Today, this is like this is a treat. Today, there are 2 kinds of drivers on American highways, the maniacs, and the boy I'd like to get even with those maniacs. To satisfy the needs of each, Matt commissioned Basil Wolverton to design these special cars, which he calls wheelers. Some MAD cars designed for manic drivers. Wait a second. I remember somebody was talking about Basil Wolverton, part of this religious organization. He did like pamphlets or like drew biblical stories, and one of you emailed me or mentioned in a comment that you might have a copy of it. Like your old man was a member of that congregation. Oh, I hope you're watching right in this moment because I really want to see that. Here we have the Jackrabbit Jumper. Like, how can you not love Basil Wolverton? Basil? Who knows? Retractable system of high-tension springs, cables, and pneumatic cylinders make it possible for fast takeoff maniacs to get the jump on everyone at stops and lights. Now, is he as good at this as Al Jaffe? No need to compare because they're so different. That's how I feel. Like the Al Jaffe wouldn't draw something this kind of wild. But I love this way that he does the shading on that. So like as the shadow becomes less dense, how like the pen, it like sort of skips out. I don't know. Like, yeah, I guess that's like vertical and horizontal, then just slowly to horizontal. And then the horizontal like becomes little dots instead. That is what I always found. It's like him, and didn't Robert Crumb do that too? I really, really, really like that type of shading. It's just, there's something about it that I just cannot help but stare at. All right, here's the automatic weaver. I want to see this one. Look at this camera. I love this camera. For imbeciles who love to weave in and out of heavy traffic, this model features a geared steering wheel that automatically swerves the car from one lane to another repeatedly while the driver sits back and relaxes. Golly. And then this, the stippling. Look at that. Look how cool that is. Oh, I can't stand it. The adjacent door destroyer. Oh my gosh. Is this, I think this is just one page. Oh, it's not. We got more. Look at this. The parking lot space hog SAR. Look at that. That looks like one of the Marx Brothers. Doesn't that look like Harpo, kind of? Oh, man. I think, you know what? On the subject of things I'll never be able to afford, Basil Wolverton original art. Wouldn't that be just such a treat to own? Imagine that. Imagine having that. The high beamer blinder. People own it, right? People have to. This one, I can't keep my eyes off it. Oh, he's just too good. He's too good. New opportunities for recent grads. This is what's depressing about this is that isn't this like basically what's happening now? Like people graduating from college and having to get jobs like shuttle bus operator versus something in their actual field. Who is this? Oh, wait. Who is this? Writer Al Jaffe. Artist Jack Rickard. Is this the one? Oh, did I get this one wrong too? I think I did. Oh, drat. I am a sucker for this right here. This type of art where they do the same thing just twice. And I don't know, it's like, do they use a light box? Maybe. But it doesn't seem traced, right? Like, even the ashtray's different enough. Like, it's shaped differently. The bottle is different. But, like, you know, her posture is the same. And this lady is pretty close to being the same. But it doesn't really look like it was traced. I don't know. It's just kind of, it's funny. I love that, though, when they do the those two things. This one, they kind of do it. But there's no way this one was traced. Yeah. Oh, man. Oops. All right. Oh, beautiful. Spy versus Spy versus Spy. And then, of course, here we have For the Birds by Mort Drucker. So I was like, I don't know, 6 for 8. Yeah, it must have been 6 for 8. In the back page, trust your car will be stopped by the man who wears the star, State Trooper. I don't know. What is that? Was it like a... They don't have ads for State Troopers. What is that? Like, it must be like Texaco or something. Anyway, this is lovely. I want to make... How hard would it be to make a cigar band? No, a whole cigar. A MAD cigar. Maybe I'll start selling those on Etsy. That's probably illegal. Anyway, hey guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If I did go through this one again, I swear I checked. I really did. I wanted to... I don't think I did, though. Unless my memory is that bad. Watch, it was like just last week. That'd be embarrassing. Anyway, hey, if you enjoyed this, please hit like, hit subscribe. I'm on my way to 500. I'm at 420, bro. Come on. You know, that's what, 1/5 of the way to 500 right now. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Toodaloo.